Earl sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat shelling, Dante the dark job. Drop the stats on him, drop the facts on him. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Hey, fam, it's our man, my man. It's your man, DarkKnight, along with Patrick Sandlin. Our Philadelphia Eagles we're victorious. Victory is in the house. 13-12. Our Philadelphia Eagles are now 11-5, and they're still in the running for the number 2 seed in the NFC. That's great. All I wanted was a win. And, you know, I know there was those that were looking for it to look a certain way. Not going to lie, the offense did not, you know, if Jeremiah is out there, I am not heading into the postseason with my chest poked out. No, not after seeing that offense today. And this is what we had concerns, or at least I had concerns about. I thought the offense was moving in the right direction the last 2 games, but I needed to see it against a better team. And this Buffalo Bills team is a playoff caliber team, a team that's going to the playoffs, actually. And we got to see it against that type of team. And it looked like the same old offense. I mean, 17 yards, 17 total yards. No, I'm not. This is not a mispronunciation or anything. It's not a miss. I'm not misspeaking when I say this, but only 17 yards in the entire second half. The play calling, everything just seemed like it's been all year. All year, it did no flow to the play calling. Play calling off, no rhythm. I'm thinking, why are they passing it here? Why are they running it there? It just seemed just like a lot of what we've got previously to the 2 games that we saw against the Raiders and the Commanders. Good thing is, something else that kind of held up is that our defense is a championship caliber defense. It's going to keep us in most games, as it did today. And it was just by a miracle that we did not lose that game, because the defense was gassed by the end of that game. They played stout, they played stellar, but they cannot continue to shoulder all of the weight. You've got to give them some help on the offensive side of the ball. Offensive side gave them very, very little today. They gave them 13 points. They made the defense have to make 13 points stand up, and they did, to their credit. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. What do you think, Pat? It's a victory, though. Victory! We did win.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you win by 50 points or you win by 1 point like we just did. A win is a win unless it's not. So therefore, all this other stuff we can dissect. We could talk about the second half, whereas though we had almost the same amount of yards as they had points. I get that. Kevin Pachulo was conservative in the second half. We should have been more aggressive in the second half and play to win the game. Not play just not to lose, but play to win the game. But a win is a win. And for that, DarkKnight, I'm taking a shot, all right? Because there were so many things in this game that went the Buffalo Bills' way that shouldn't went their way, all right? There was a pass interference that was not called on an A.J. Brown, perfectly put ball by Jalen Hurts in the end zone, where he had one hand on the ball, but the other hand was being restricted by the defensive back. That catch by Devontae Smith, yes, it was a catch because he had full control over the ball, and the ground did not change the trajectory of that catch. All right, there were some plays that were missed. That catch that was under Q Mitchell, the receiver was pushing him. That's offensive pass. That's the definition of offensive pass interference. All right, that's not hand fighting. That's definition of offensive pass interference.
Yeah,
But
you've been drinking. Get another shot.
but
You
Dark Knight,
tripping.
Dark Knight,
You tripping.
Dark Knight. I'm not
It
tripping.
ain't all them.
When you
Come
go
on,
look,
man.
when you
It's an
go look back at this
NFL
game, Dark Knight. When you go look back
bro.
at this game, when you
It's
go
an
look back at this
NFL
game,
game, bro.
you're gonna see missed
You're going to
calls
see some good
that
calls. You're
should
going
have
to see
been
some
called.
bad calls. This is an NFL game.
Hell
17
yeah.
yards in the second half is 17 yards in the second half.
I can't deny that. Dark Knight.
The officials did not
I
call
cannot.
those
I
bum
cannot.
ass plays.
Wait.
The
Dark
officials
Knight.
did not
Dark
do
Knight.
that.
Dark
We
Knight.
won the game,
hold
but
on.
I'm not putting it on the.
You're not letting me
not
give a
putting
point
it on
across.
there. We get bad calls every game.
Dark
We get this every week. If we want to
Let me get my point across, Dark Knight.
whether
I get
officials
that.
make mistakes, we can do that all week. My offense got 17 freaking yards in the second half. This is the offense that we've been looking to do better. We're not worried about today. I'm with you. A win is a win is a win. I'm happy. We've been doing that all year.
Mm-hmm.
What we're talking about is what we're going to look like in the playoffs. This is a game that we almost.
So what we gonna look like in the playoffs is if we win by 1 point, no matter what the offense did, it's still a win. You still advance. So that's what we're talking about. If we're talking about what the offense did, the offense sucked balls. I agree with you. And I want to take my shot, but you know what? You got me hyped up, Dark Knight. All right? So the offense
I want you to be hyped up. Everybody should be hyped up.
I get it. You running the ball to Saquon Barkley when we know you're running a damn ball in between the gaps, and Fred Johnson's getting blown off the damn ball. We get that. We get Cam Jurgens ain't crap, all right? He shouldn't be a Pro Bowler, but somehow the fans say he's a Pro Bowler. I get that. I understand that. But you know what, Dark Knight? There was a Super Bowl about 3 years ago. It was the Rams, and I forget the other team, right? And the Rams won by 3 points. You know what the total score was? It was like 6-3 or 9-3, whatever it was, right? It doesn't matter how the offense does in the playoffs. Yes, we want them to be explosive like they were last year. It put 55 points up, 28 points up, score combined 145 points. We appreciate what the offense did well last year. This is a new year. Every team is going to come at us with everything they got. And yes, Kevin Petrulo has no flow with this offense, and I agree with you. 17 points, you cannot have an offense do 17 points. I totally agree with you, Dark Knight. With your assumption, with your anger, I agree with that. But if your defense is playing this type of game, regardless of what your offense is doing, there's not a team in the NFL that's going to beat this team. Now, we win a game 3-0, win a game 9-0. Shout out to Jake Elliott. There were some good things in this game. There were some great things in this game. And I appreciate your passion for what this offense lacks, because this offense lacks a lot. It's a lot to be desired. But you know what, Dark Knight? We got to win. We got to win. And I want to celebrate the win. We could break it down. We could be mad at the offensive lineman, Landon Dickerson, Tyler Steen standing up again, and Fred Johnson not going to be a playoff starting left tackle for us, right tackle for us. I can get down with that. But right now, we got to win against a very, very tough Buffalo Bills team.
I hear you. Go ahead. So let's do this toast. I hear you, Pat. I hear you. I'm still not backing down.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
You are watching Eagles
That's why
Talk,
we family.
the most unique Eagles coverage show around that is by Eagles fans and for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the victorious 11-5 Philadelphia Eagles, and we do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. I don't have anything right now. I don't even have a drink. But Pat has the Woodford Reserve.
Sure.
Let me know what you're doing the shot of. And everybody, we can raise our drinks and celebrate our Philadelphia Eagles as they go 11-5. So, down the hatch, 3, 2, 1.
Wrong one. It's not an Eagles songs down here, you know?
All right. All right, we got a lot of conversation out there. All right, we'll do that. Now, don't
Oh
get me
man.
wrong. I am very, very happy. Going into this game, I was talking to somebody and I told them it really doesn't matter how this game looks to me. I just want to win this game because we're still in the fight for the number 2 seed. So I was not, this is earlier in the week. I was not so much so worried about what the offense looked like. But after seeing it,
Yeah.
I am worried about what the
I
offense
I I,
looks like.
I I feel you.
I
I
do
feel you.
want to
I had
win.
to talk
And that's
myself out
all
of
that matters is
it.
that we win the game. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see a win against a playoff caliber team, and I got what I wanted. But I can't sit here and say I'm not concerned over the way the offense looked. This was a playoff caliber defense, and albeit all of our offensive performances in the playoffs don't have to be this today, but it just takes me back to I'm not as confident as I was a year ago going into the playoffs. Am I confident? Yes. Am I as confident as last year? No way. There's no way I can possibly be. Like Jeremiah said, I can't go into the playoffs sticking out my chest thinking that this is the same team that's poised to win the Super Bowl, the
Absolutely not.
repeated Super Bowl champs. I can't do it with the same confidence. I have confidence in this defense. I have confidence in this defense that it's going to get us or keep us in most games. And it did so today. It made 13 points stand up. It made 13 points today stand up.
It did.
That's amazing.
It did.
But at some point, the offense has got to do more than 17 total yards in the second half of a big game. 17, you know how embarrassing 17 total yards? 17, that's not even 2 first downs. That's incredibly bad. Incredibly bad. And we
It is
cannot.
terrible. It is
We
terrible.
cannot. And I'll give a certain portion of credit to the weather was bad, but football is made to be played in bad weather. That's no excuse. But 17 yards in the second half is not good. I'm going to take the win. I'm going to take the win. But I'm just not as confident going into the playoffs. I wanted to see them build upon what we had seen the last 2 weeks because the whispers were that was only the Raiders. Oh, that was only the Commanders. Both of them suck. Who doesn't do that to them? Well, guess what? We couldn't do it to a Buffalo Bills defense that was the 4th worst in the league. I mean, they had a horrendous
Run defense.
running defense, rushing defense. And I don't think we first nearly ran it enough. That we were passing the ball on downs that I felt we should have been running the ball, especially given the weather conditions.
Yeah.
So it just has me, I'm back to where I was before those 2 games. I'm back there. Like, what is this guy doing? What are they doing? This is not the type of play calling that's going to win us a Super Bowl.
DarkKnight, you have to stay aggressive. Second half was nothing but conservative play calling. Yes, I've seen the comments and the sentiments that you're throwing out there. Yes, I am worried. They have to play week 17. Week 17, week 18, whatever this week is called. What week is coming up next? I don't know. It's week 18. That offense needs to play. That offense needs to be out there. They need to get some cohesion. Kevin Petruccio needed to get some flow in his play calling. All right. You can't continue to have Tyler Steen stand up and slap the center's ass for a snap and running straight behind these guys. You can't continue to do that, especially when your center's getting his ass beat. All right. It's a lot of concern with this offense. The first half, you know what? They played some good football. It was some good plays to be made. It was some great plays made by the running back, by Jalen Hurts. Offensive line even played a pretty okay first half. The second half, they got too conservative. They were on their heels. They're not being aggressive. You can't play that way when it comes to the playoff. You got to be playing to score every single possession, not just to run clock. Score every single possession. Have that killer mentality every single damn time you have the ball. Because
This
in the
comment by
playoffs,
Tony.
In the playoffs, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. Oh, all right, we can win 13-12. It's not gonna be that.
It's not. It's going to be what Tony Barron is saying right there on the screen. The 3-and-outs are the killer. That'll gas your D every time, no matter how good they are. And this defense is very, very good. And that is the only way. You're right, Tony. That is the only way to beat our defense is by stifling our offense. That's crazy, but that's the only way to stop our defense is to stop our offense. Because 3-and-outs are the kryptonite to our defense. Without 3-and-outs, our defense is Superman. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. Without 3-and-outs. We're giving up 3-and-outs. We can't,
This is
this is a sad thing. I want my offense to put points on the board. But at this point, I would like them to just get first downs. You can help our defense out by forget the points at this point. I mean, I want the points, don't get me wrong. And what I'm saying is going to lead to points if you get enough of them, but just get first downs.
Yes.
That's going to help out the entire team, especially the defense. It's going to help you guys out because if you just get first downs, you get enough of them, you're going to punch in the end zone, right? Let's take it in micro steps. Let's just worry about getting first downs because had we had some first downs in the second half, it wouldn't have been as tough as it was. This defense is stout. This defense is real. This defense is championship caliber defense. The only thing that can hurt them is they get gassed at the end of the game. And the only way to help that out is you've got to keep the ball for some amount of time. You can't be on the field for 2 minutes. This is reminiscent of Chip Kelly. It is. You remember Chip wanted to run so fast. He run out there, 3-and-outs, the defense back on the field.
Flag on the
run
play.
out there, three plays, the defense back out on the field. This is what this was today. Every time the offense went out there, they were back in 2 minutes. The defense didn't have time to take their helmets off before they had to go back on the field. This is ridiculous. This has got to be better.
We had a prevent offense. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy statement.
Yeah.
I gotta go to this comment by Kyle O'Brien because it was actually on point. He said, "Being conservative is Bush Lee-ish. This is the NFL. They had the chance to step on their throats and not let off. The game should have been 30-0. Anyone in this chat could have called a better game." Kyle,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. That offense was so predictable that I was calling out I haven't played a down of real football in a very long time. And I could tell you right now, those pitches, those inside runs, if I'm able to call it, those guys on the field, Milano, that defensive line, those safeties playing up, Jeremy T said, they got 15 in the box. You can only have 11 players on the field. Jeremy T in the chat said, it's 15 in the box. What are you doing?
I mean,
he said, Pat, what is going on? Why are you running within? They know you're coming in with the A and B gap. They know that when you put a man in motion, you're going right behind him. They had one play that was actually an empty motion, and they ran behind that empty motion and got 9 yards out of the play. Like the first half, there were plays that haven't been called before. It was good plays being called. There was a double crosser, DarkKnight, meaning there were 2-level crossers. 2-level crosses. And truth be told, Jalen Hurts threw it to A.J. Brown, but Devontae Smith was just as wide open on that second-level crosser. We didn't see that in the second half. Second half was none of that.
Now, to your point, I will agree with you on some of those calls were bad, especially the one that was really bad to me was the catch that Devontae had. That was definitely a catch, went down to the ground. It did hit the ground, but it did not move that significantly for it.
He had control.
He didn't have control. Yeah. He had control before it hit the ground, after it hit the ground, and I don't know. But that was a home field call. I expect those in games. I expect the home team to get some home cooking on a couple calls, and that probably was one of them. But we just got to do a better job on offense. I'll take the win again. If this was the playoffs, we would be moving on. You know what I mean? So you just want to feel better about your team going into the playoffs. But let there be no mistake that I do appreciate a win being a win. And if this was a playoff game, we would be going to the next round. You just would like to see your offense or team playing at a higher level, so to speak, or being more crisp in execution. And I know the other team is out there to make it to stop you and all, but it just seems as though this offense has been this way all year, and we were looking for improvement. But I like I said before, this is who we have. This is our offense now. This is what we have now. So this is the identity. So can we win with this? I just surely hope so, because there's only one game left, and I don't think it's getting any better than what we see now. As far as you might have a game where you see a good production, and you might have a game like today. You just never know, and that's the identity of this offense going into the playoffs.
Listen, as long as the Dallas guy is catching touchdowns, that's all that matters. Because all he do is catch touchdowns. Oh man!
Let me go to some comments out here. Mookie says Kyle stays getting bullied in them trenches and sometimes looks lost playing center.
So they're talking about Cam Jerkins. They had a conversation in this in the group chat where they're talking about Cam Jerkins is a turnstile, and he's like a turnstile Pro Bowl player. He does look terrible playing the position of center right now.
How, Sway? He's all pro. I mean, he's a Pro Bowler, Sway.
He's an all pro.
You can't tell me that.
There's a difference between all pro.
I know, a Pro Bowler. He's a Pro Bowler. How, Sway? How he look bad? He can't be bad. They just named him to the Pro Bowl. All right, KP better be Fangio's. Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, for real though. Those inside zones are not working. Yeah. I don't know if I just don't think that we have a good offensive brain trust together. Like, sometimes the light switch flicks on for a second, and they look great, and then it's like it's off. Like, what happened to building upon what you did? I don't know. I'm back to thinking that they're not up to the challenge, like not consistently. They're not ready. It seems like they have, like when they have a good game, it's almost like they stumble upon that instead of making that the regular or the norm. Let me put it that way. Instead of making what they do successfully the norm, it seems like it's an anomaly that like they stumble upon having great games and then they go back to what they do normally, and that's what we saw today with the 17 yards in the second half and the no sense of flow in the play calling, and it is just what it is. So we're going to have to deal with it for the remainder of the season. Hopefully we can, or they can stumble upon things that work enough for us to trudge our way to the Super Bowl, because again, we have a defense that is capable of doing that. So hopefully the offense can stumble into some more productive days and we can make it to the Super Bowl. And I'm just going to have to accept that. I'm not even going to get mad anymore. I'm reading the book. My kids gave me a book for Christmas. Let Them by Mel Robbins. I'm advertising it right here. Great book. So at this point, I just have to let them. I got to let them. You know what I'm saying? I have no control over this offensive brain trust on this team. So I'm just going to have to let them. You know what I'm saying? Jeez. All right, let me go to some comments. I can't pronounce the exact. Says Patullo needs to come up with more wrinkles in his game planning. Productive first half, then goes conservative in the second. Didn't like that at all. Nobody. Rachel's calling the flag on me. Throw the flag. I don't care. I'll take it. Throw the flag.
Because you know why you calling the flag? Because you said the name. We don't say.
Oh, I said the name. Okay. Oh, throw the flag. I don't care.
I can't throw it. I don't think it's my.
Oh, it's not on the play.
Flag on the play.
All right, there you go. I got flagged. Did not like the play calling in the second half at all. Sharif Uh, Pat, my son is 7. He knew what they were doing. Now that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look, Dark Knight did. McDermott used Jim Johnson's philosophy, stack the box. Damn right he did. He came from Jim Johnson's school. Why wouldn't he use Jim Johnson's philosophy? That's why he is in the position he's in now, because he's a Jim Johnson disciple.
But you know what, Dark
He
Knight, I
most
gotta say this
definitely
real
did.
quick before we go to the next comment. I know I gotta say this. For all of the faults of our offensive coordinator, our defense, yes, we have a championship caliber defense. Our offense is not there. We know that. We know that for certain. We have the stars, we have the athletes, we have the playmakers. Our offensive roster is better than every single team we're gonna play in the playoffs, hands down. But that Buffalo Bills team is touted as one of the teams to get to the Super Bowl. They lost. They only scored 12 points. And all this was done more or less in the fourth quarter. In the fourth quarter. So there are some highs. There is a lot of lows. But I'm gonna celebrate the highs right now, Dark Knight. I choose to put this ring on. Shouts to the wife again. Let me put it up there and hit the wings. Let me do the wings. So you see the
Yeah.
wings now? Let me do the wings. I choose
I
to
want
be
one of them.
happy
Tell
right now.
Steph to send me the website. I'm getting one.
Oh, we
I'm sold on it.
went to the jeweler.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
maybe I'm not.
I'll let you know after this. I'll let you know after this.
All right. It's almost all right. Rachel said it's almost like they see something working offensively and they go totally away from it. I don't know what it is. I'm just going to let them. I'm just going to let them. I'm worried. I'm worried. I'm worried. Not. I'm a little worried after this game, Susan. Yeah. A little bit. We got the dub. I think we still have a chance. I haven't looked at the records or whatever, but I think we still have a slight chance. What happened with the Bears? The Bears lost this week?
They play right now. They're about to play tonight. So
Okay, all right. So if the Bears lose, we still have a chance. If Bears win, we don't have a chance. It's over. But if they lose tonight, we're still in the running. So because we have to have a better record than them. We can't tie with them. We can tie with Green Bay
we can
or
tie with the Rams or Green. Well, Green Bay is
Green Bay. We
they
can
didn't win the
tie
division. Actually, the Bears won the
Green
division.
Bay. Yeah. So that's the only thing. We need to root for them to lose to have a chance. If not, the next week's game is going to be meaningless. We probably won't see any starters. G Rock says, true, Devontae was a catch if the other catch by the Bills was a catch and it hit the ground. You're right. You're absolutely right.
That catch that was over Mitchell, right? That ball hit the ground. When he turned, that ball hit the ground, and they came up there and ran that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The one that Epps was defending that one.
No, not Epps. Epps that was a catch by Brandon Cooks. I'm talking about the one to was it Shaheed? No, it was number 14. Whatever number 14 is for the Bills. He caught the pass, high pointed the ball, and when he came down, he rotated. The ball hit the ground. We should have challenged that. We should have challenged that. But at the end of the day,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
At the end of the day, that was offensive pass interference because he pushed off on the freaking defender. But yet, Richardson, I said Richardson. Q is getting called for pass interference left and right for playing defense, playing legit defense.
Yeah.
That one pass interference call was a bunch of crap. He played good defense.
Sharif says defense is playing outstanding. If we can score 24 plus points a game, no one will beat us. But that's a if. Richard Creer says our offensive coordinator played conservative when we have a good lead. Yeah.
He does.
Week 18, sit or start, depending on what happens in tonight's game. Right. That's exactly right. Depending on what happens tonight in the Bears game. If the Bears lose, then we're playing. We're starting next week.
I'm gonna tell
you
why.
Win, then we're sitting most of our starters in preparation for the playoffs, and I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna tell you why they start Dark Knight. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Why?
First of all, Saquon to get his roster bonus needs about 65 yards. Second, Devontae needs about 40 yards, 44 yards to be exact, to get over 1,000 yards receiving. And to get this offense into a proper flow, you need to have these guys out there. I don't care if it's the Washington Commanders or the freaking Frankfurt Pioneers, whatever. They need to be out there in the first half.
Oh,
Getting some.
now you agree with me. That's what I said in the beginning.
I do. I told you I agree with you, Dark Knight. Remember, I told you I agree
I
with you.
wanted to see Lane today. No,
Lane
no,
needs
we
to be
need
out there.
Lane for the
That
play.
whole
No, we
offensive
need
starting
Lane.
line needs
We
to be
need to
out.
see this
Lane Johnson needs
offense
to be out there. He needs to be playing.
performing at a high level. We need
Yeah.
to see them in sync. So in that sense, from that perspective, I wanted to see Lane out there today. Didn't happen though. So one other thing didn't happen along with that. He didn't get hurt again. So I guess that was a good thing. Mookie Thompson, did anyone see Fred Johnson get smoked by that defensive end from
Oh
Buffalo?
yeah, that was a
Yeah,
TE.
yeah, yeah.
No, that was a
Oh,
TE
yeah.
stunt. If y'all know
Um,
anything about TE studies on the offensive line, is basically you take your defensive tackle, he goes towards the tackle, and the defensive end goes inside. They did it reverse. So they did it with the actual edge going towards the guard, and the linebacker went towards the tackle. And when the tackle turned, the linebacker was right there in his grill and planted Fred Johnson. Um,
yeah,
that's not a
it
legal
was no
play.
recovery.
That's a legal football play, and you have to be tough in those situations. So
All right. Jeremiah, I totally agree. Kevin can go on Madden, the video game that is, Tecmo Bowl, or shit, even NFL Blitz to get some plays. I've been saying that.
you
I'm
did,
telling you,
you did.
there's some 11, 12-year-old kids out there that have better play calling skills than Kevin Petula. Maybe he needs to jump on Twitch or something. I don't know. Brad says, who's an OC we can get that won't bolt for a head coaching job, assuming we move on from Petula?
Cause
Let's get what's if they let Miami's head coach go.
McDaniels,
McDaniels,
Mike McDaniels.
he's going to bolt for another head coaching job, but they
Mhm.
won't be so fast to come get him though. He'll be here at least 2 years.
I
All
love this
right.
comment by VPAC. I got to get to this real quick because Mookie answered the question. He said, "Did we go 5 wide anytime?" Mookie Thompson said, "Nope."
Did we go what?
5 wide anytime. So I
Oh,
was calling for us to go 5 wide because they were literally lined up 8 men in the box. No matter
yeah,
what
yeah.
motion, window dressing, we had a running back in the backfield with Jalen Hurts. We never went 5 wide. I think going 5 wide against an aggressive defense like we face today would be one of those options that gets players wide open. Because I'll be honest with you, these 5 athletes that we have going 5 wide, they can't be guarded by another 5 athletes on the opposite team. They can't,
Hmm.
but we choose not to do it.
Because they don't know. They don't know, man. And that's what's sad about this, our offensive brain trust. I'm not even pointing fingers at Patullo anymore because I know that they're all trying to solve this. So it's our offensive brain trust. Sirianni stated a couple weeks ago that he was becoming more involved with the offense and the such. So he's in that room. So it's not just Patullo anymore. It's
Mhm.
our entire offensive brain trust that can't figure this out. And if there's somebody that's in that room, in that brain trust, who has an idea, who doesn't think their voice is being heard, please listen to that guy. Because you've tried everybody else's theories. If there's a guy in that room who has an idea and you guys haven't listened to his idea, give him a shot. I mean, we can't do any worse, right? I mean, we're already bad when it comes to like halves like we saw today. So
Yeah.
if there's somebody in that brain trust room, that offensive brain trust room that you guys haven't been listening to, let's try his approach next week. We need to try something to get this thing on track as we go through the playoffs. I'm going to let them. I'm going to let you guys, but we've got to do better if we want to. If you want to give me confidence, I don't care. We can. You know
Yeah,
what? You know we can win every game like this, 13-12. I don't care. We could do that. I'll be okay with that. I'll be satisfied with that.
that's
We
the Super
just
Bowl.
don't
That's the
know
Super
if
Bowl.
that we would prefer something a little less
Oh heck
stressful,
yes!
but we would
I,
definitely
I
take
I got one gray hair. I got
13 to
2 gray
12
hairs now.
win all the way to the Super Bowl.
I agree with you, Dark Knight. Yeah, we can win this way going more moving forward. But you know what? I got 2 gray hairs. I don't need to have any more than what I have. You know what? As I go back to my chart, they did go 5 wide twice. They did go
All
five
right.
wide twice. And what the Buffalo Bills actually did, the first time they went, they actually called a timeout. The second time they went 5 wide, they actually had a linebacker lined up in between the A gap. So they were prepared for a quarterback sneak. And what they did, they dropped their linebacker back, and they went into like a cover 3, and they blitzed the corner coming from the opposite side, the inside corner. And that's another thing. Doggone it. I don't know if y'all see it like I see it, but anytime I see an inside corner, when we have 5 wide, when his left foot is facing the quarterback, now meaning he's on the right side of the quarterback, even if he's on the left side of the quarterback, his inside foot towards the offense is facing that offense. He's blitzing every single, and I've seen it multiple years. I'm not just talking about one play. I'm talking about multiple years. Now today we actually had a blitz speeder in that 5 wide when we hit Devontae Smith coming across the middle, and he made a move on the linebacker and got extra yards for a first down. But we never went back to it, Dark Knight. We never went back to it. If you're playing Madden and I'm able to beat you in one play, you know how many times I ran that same run play? 17 more times, and I'm switching the sides. That's what we
Yeah.
need to do. That's what we did last year. Literally, that's what we did last year. If we beat you of a play running to the right hand side, we did the same play and we ran it to the other side. And they said it. Yes, we ran this same play multiple times because it was successful. Why are we not doing that this year? If the play is successful, don't deviate from it and try to outsmart them. Right now, you know you're not smarter than that defensive coordinator. I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not. Running the same doggone play, switch sides, run it again.
All right. Well, we need to run something. All right, we're getting out of here, man. We're gonna check out the Bears game, root for who are they playing anyway?
They're playing the 49ers.
All right, we're gonna root for the 49ers. 49ers sneakily are good.
We're not rooting for any of those things. I'm gonna go play some Madden.
All right, you go play some Madden. I'm rooting for
take a
the
shot
Bears to
too,
lose
man.
because I want a second. I want the second seed because I think we're going to need to play at home for some added advantage there. All right, so you guys, we'll see you guys on Thursday, especially with Davidson coverage, bro. Is barbecue chicken. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your evening watching and rooting against the Bears so that we can get that number 2 seed, and we will all reconvene. Oh, we can't reconvene, can we? All right, we're going to reconvene here on Thursday, which is New Year's Day. Yeah, everybody should be up by 7 o'clock.
I don't know. I might be out of it.
If you can't recover from New Year's Eve by 7 o'clock, we'll be here. I'll be here. All right, so we'll reconvene here on New Year's Day. Enjoy, celebrate responsibly as you bring in the new year, and I'll see you guys at 7 o'clock on that day. I'm out. I'm your man, Dark Knight. For Pat and Nichelle, the basement's watching. Yeah. All right,
Shell's here too. Shout out to Shell. I don't know where you went, but he was
up,
here.
Dwight. All right, so we'll see you guys Thursday. We're out. I'm your man, Dark Knight. For Pat and Nichelle in her absence, we'll see you guys. Peace.
Go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback whack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit him, 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 hit him. Listen. This Eagles talk high, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles fly. Let's peep the squad. Big Pat, Shell, and Dante, the dark jive.